This is England, 200 years past, enclosed and trapped by immoral and shameful legislation. It's a desecration. Driven off land by the wealthy landowners, the factory door opens while their rural life closes, slams shut. The enclosure acts a malevolent pact, a collective way of life attacked and replaced by the capitalist nightmare. Reluctant workers are packed into already overcrowded cities to suffer cramped environments with poor sanitation, enduring a life of polluted stagnation and a very real fear of hopeless starvation. Through oppressive taxation, liberty is stolen, freedom is taken. Coerced and manipulated by the dangerously degenerate upper crust with a certain cut and thrust, provincial peasants are forcibly reorganised into the new urban working class. The unsympathetic and monstrous top brass, paying the least they can manage, is a pitiful wage, cashing in gleefully on more miserable factory slaves. Trade restrictions and tariffs unfair. There's no sunshine to be found in these cotton mills, just despair. Spinning a tale and weaving a trap, agonising shrieks as children's bones go snap. Hazardous equipment, suffocating air quality. It's a daily ordeal with industrial technology. A dangerous existence, but business is business, working long, painful hours in this god-awful business. With no representation to denounce these tragic conditions, no trace of support from corrupt politicians. Buckling under the weight of police brutality, manhandled by a justice system lacking in morality. Brave souls will stand up, forced into new choices. The reformers speak out with angry words, robust voices, so eloquent, so articulate. Their message is firm and strong, a startling new vision for all. The people begin to respond. Their democratic cause is fair and just, yet there is great tragedy ahead. It could be said that the seeds of our own human rights today have been sown by the injured and by the dead. Standing for a greater good, innocent people cut down where they stood, shoulder to shoulder, worker to worker. It's a cavalry charge of pre-planned murder. The depth of contempt that is held for the poor is viciously and savagely revealed in an organised slaughter by the ruling class. The blood runs thick at St. Peter's Field. Showing no remorse for the atrocities up north, the persecution continues to wage war on the poor, waging war on the truth. The blood-soaked cotton in a cover-up of wealthy deceit, a devastating crime committed on Manchester's cold and cobbled streets. But despite vicious attempts to silence and quell, in the end, the truth will out. The enduring story compels. Others will follow. It will take generations and years of patience and painful frustrations, but great change will come. From disaster there is defiance. The will of the people will eventually triumph. The legacy of the Peterloo Massacre, a moment in time, a moment of terror. It's a universal narrative of struggle and hope, laying the foundations for common people to at last win their vote, to be included, to find justice and rights, supporting such a worthy cause, fighting such a worthy fight for civil liberties, to have their voices heard. A revolution didn't happen that day, but the pot was irrevocably stirred. Out of that field in Manchester, a new sense of identity grew. The workers together are many, while the rich, they are but a few.